Renaissance fam, RenaissanceCam here back in effect. Welcome back to my channel. Before we get started, if y'all new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted when these videos drop. Well guys, here we are, back again. Y'all know how this whole, content creation thing goes, you know what I'm saying? You got ups and downs, inconsistent moments. Sometimes you feel like you've been more inconsistent than consistent. This is one of those times, all right? I haven't made a cooking video for y'all and I don't know how long. My bad. All right, that's all I can say, my bad. I got a lot going on. Nothing bad, all positive stuff. But it has been, accumulating a lot of my time. And we're just trying to get some of that back, all right? But enough with all excuses, you guys. You know what I'm saying? We're back in the kitchen, as y'all can see. And y'all know what that means, all right? I got another banging recipe for y'all to try. Now, this recipe, real fun, real creative, real underrated recipe, all right? We're making chicken pesto lasagna, all right? Never really seen it done, but I love chicken pesto, white cream sauce, lasagna. It just seems like it's supposed to go together, right? This is my first time making this, but it's something that I envision and I'm prepared to execute it perfectly, all right? I'm already knowing it's gonna be delicious. The flavors are gonna mesh really well and I'm excited, all right? So with that being said, let's get started. All right, guys, so first things first, we're gonna go out to the backyard. I got some beautiful basil growing in my garden, along with some veggies and some other herbs and stuff, but we're just going out here for the basil because we need that to make our pesto, all right? So we're just gonna grab a nice little healthy bundle and take that inside, all right? So for the ingredients, you guys, you're not gonna need a whole lot of ingredients, all right? I'm gonna leave everything in the description box, so once this video is over, check that out, get your screenshot, go to the grocery store, and shop around, all right? First things first, we're gonna season our chicken, all right? These are just chicken breast cutlets. I butterflied them just so they cook evenly. We're just gonna season lightly with some salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and a little bit of Italian herbs, all right? After that, we're just gonna coat it with some olive oil, make sure they're coated evenly on both sides, and we're gonna heat this stove up, all right? So we're gonna start out with a medium-high heat, get you a nice skillet, and coat that with some olive oil, get that heated up, and then we're gonna start searing our chicken, all right? We wanna get some nice color on these chicken cutlets. We're gonna probably leave them on there for about 3 to 4 minutes on each side until they get nice and golden like this right here, all right? We don't wanna overcook them because you gotta remember, we're gonna chop this up and put it back into the oven when we make our lasagna, okay? So just get some nice color on there, and then we're gonna take them and remove them from the pan. So once you get that chicken out of the pan, just put it in some aluminum foil, wrap it up, and make sure you wrap it tight, all right? That's gonna conceal all those juices and keep this chicken from drying out, all right? So now it's time to build our pesto. So to a food processor, we're gonna dump that bundle of basil in there. We're gonna take some sunflower seeds. You can use pistachios, pecans, any type of seed or nut, as long as it has a good body to it. We're gonna add in some Parmesan cheese. We're gonna add in some olive oil, some salt and pepper, a little bit of parsley, because why not? That was in the garden as well, so I'm just throwing that in there. We're gonna add in some lemon juice, just about half a lemon. We're also gonna add in 2 cloves of garlic, and then after that's added, we're gonna just pulse this until it gets a nice consistency, all right? Just keep pulsing, and over time it's gonna kind of thin out, and it's gonna be a perfect consistency for your pesto. So once our pesto is done, our next focus is gonna be our sauce, all right? So we're gonna take 1 large shallot, we're gonna dice that up real nice, and then we're gonna take some garlic, all right? Garlic and shallots are a match made in heaven, all right? They deserve to be together, okay? We're gonna chop these up, set these to the side so we can start building our sauce. So to a decent sized saucepan, we're gonna take some olive oil, coat that, and we're gonna throw in our shallots and our garlic, all right? We're gonna get some nice color on these. We don't wanna burn them, we just kinda wanna wake those flavors up between the two, and then we're gonna add in about, let's say, 2 cups of heavy cream, all right? We're gonna whisk that around, get that starting to heat up on a medium temperature, and then we're gonna season, all right? We're gonna season with the same seasoning that we season with the chicken. All right, so you're going to take some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, Italian seasonings, and you're gonna also add in some red pepper flakes. All right, I like a little bit of heat with mine, so it's not gonna be too hot, but it's gonna be perfect. All right, so just add those red pepper flakes, and then we're gonna take a spoonful of that pesto and just incorporate that into the sauce as well. So now we're gonna add in our cheeses. All right, so right here I got some shaved Parmesan, and then we also gonna add in some mozzarella. All right, shaved mozzarella, Parmesan. This is gonna give it a perfect consistency for this lasagna. So once that's added in, we're just gonna whisk this in low and slow, just trying to melt it slowly. We don't wanna burn this cheese sauce, we just want it to be nice and smooth. So now that the chicken is well rested, we're gonna take it and we're gonna chop it up, all right? Just into nice cubes. You don't have to, leave it whole. You don't have to chop it up extremely into this mush. You kind of want to have that chunk effect to where you can actually taste the bites of chicken. All right. Next, we're gonna work on our ricotta mix. This is really simple. You just season your ricotta. Everybody, has their, own opinions on ricotta cheese, whether you should season it, whether you shouldn't. I think you should season it. All right. So just add a little bit of salt and pepper. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just, add some flavor into that. We want flavor all throughout this dish. Okay. So now it's time to build our lasagna. All right. And it's all about layers and consistency. All right, so we're gonna start out with a base layer of some of that cream sauce, and then we're gonna take some of this oven ready lasagna. You can use the cooked lasagna, just make sure you follow the packaging instructions. Follow those package instructions, and then we're gonna build this from the ground up. All right, so it's gonna be sauce, noodle, sauce, then we're gonna add in some chicken, then we're gonna top that with the ricotta cheese. Make sure you get it evenly spread around. Then we're gonna add in some of that pesto, okay? Just get it as roughly on there as you can. It's not about to be perfect, it's about the layers, all right, and the consistency of the layers, okay? Then we're gonna add in some of that cheese, the mozzarella cheese, some of the Parmesan. Then we're gonna add those noodles again. Then we're gonna add some more sauce. And it's just a repetitive process, all right? Add your chicken, and I'm just gonna let y'all watch me as I, finish building this lasagna, because it's a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? It's not the easiest, it's easy, but it's tedious, you know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of do what you can to make sure this maintains this consistency throughout the entire lasagna. You don't want to have inconsistent bites. You want everything to just kind of flow, all right? So once we get this done, we're just gonna cover this with some aluminum foil. Make sure you top it with some of that cheese. Get it, wrapped as tight as possible. We're gonna turn that oven on about 350, and we're gonna let this cook for about, let's say 25-30 minutes. And then we're gonna end up taking that foil off and broiling this. Okay, we're gonna broil it until that crust on top gets nice and bubbly, nice little brown to it. And then we're gonna be ready to eat. All right, I'm gonna take this out. We're gonna let it cool for a little bit. We're gonna top it with some of our, plating perfections. That's what I call them, the plating perfections. What's gonna make this look appealing to the eye. All right, that's what we about to do right now. As you can see, I'm just running y'all through a bunch of money shots so y'all can see how I'm doing this. Basically, for the plating and for the presentation, we're just gonna add a little bit more of that pesto to the top, save some of that cream sauce, add that to the top, and then we're gonna garnish with a little bit of parsley. All right, y'all gotta admit that looks beautiful. All right, it's beautiful. All right, it's beautiful. You gotta agree with me, it's beautiful. But just look at that cheese pull. Look how consistent that is. Look how, decadent, smooth this is. I just plated it with a little bit of that pesto on the bottom. It's time to eat. Let's go. Oh, snap. Welcome back, everybody. I'm sorry for all that noise. I like to keep the vibes in here immaculate, all right? But y'all know the drill, all right? We put in the hard work. Food is done. Time to taste it. Let's get to it. Now, I want y'all to know, it's looking a little bit, oily, but that's only because I put the pesto underneath it so it you know, kind of presentation type purposes, but it just kind of like the oil just kind of drizzled all the way around it. But as y'all can see, it's looking fire, right? It's looking real good. It's super cheesy. Ooh. That gives you that typical, you know, Alfredo-based cream sauce, you know, but it feels so much lighter when you add in, you know, pesto. You know, that basil kind of makes it feel like you're eating something healthy when it's not. All right, it's just a normal comfort food, you know, type dish. Every component I put in there, you taste it, right? The garlic, the basil, you know, the pesto as a whole, not just the basil, but the pesto as a whole, Parmesan in there, you know, the sunflower seeds. You taste the nuttiness in it. You taste the earthiness of the basil. You taste the cheese, of course. Everything, it meshes well together. I would highly recommend y'all try this, all right? It's not for everybody, because a lot of people don't like pesto, all right? That's one thing about, a lot of people do not like pesto, which is, you know, it can go either way, but I didn't used to like pesto. Eventually I tried it. And a lot of times, you know, immature palates, you just say, oh, I don't like something because I've never tried it before and it looks nasty. Kind of like me and Bloody Marys. I don't like Bloody Marys at all. I don't think I'll ever like those. I tried one, you know, way back when, hated it, right? So it's acquired taste, but kind of get used to it once you try it. It's actually really good. But yeah, guys, I appreciate y'all for watching once again. Like I said, we haven't been doing a lot of cooking videos lately because we've been on the other stuff. But yeah, a lot more cooking videos coming in the future. I got a lot of stuff cooked up for y'all in my vault. It's really in like a vault. Like I have a whole bunch of stuff on a bunch of different storage drives that I got to put together. It's all over the place. It's not all cooking. It's not all fishing. It's, you know, some life update, lifestyle based, a lot of different stuff, okay? Just make sure you guys subscribe for that. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all alerted when I drop these videos, all right? Because I'm like really random with a lot of stuff. I just drop stuff whenever I feel like it, whenever I have time to edit. That's when I drop stuff. So yeah, make sure you got them notifications turned on just so y'all can keep up tabs with me. And I'll see y'all next time, all right? Y'all keep on learning.